and plus I don't know it right now, but it is 1/3. And we could do little experiments, but I don't have water in a measuring cup right now. Okay, but you still, the same way you would have found the volume of this, same thing, you find the area of the base, multiplied by the height of the object, which, am I talking about this or my pen going straight through it? Pen going straight through it, from the center straight up to the top. And you multiply it by 1/3 or divide it by 3, whatever you want to say. So if this cube holds 3 gallons of water, then this pyramid, which has the same height and the same base, holds how much? 1 gallon of water. Okay? And that's the relationship between them. And those are our formulas. Now, if you are asked to find the lateral area, you need to know the perimeter and the slant height. Let's say that our slant height had a measure of 6 inches. Okay? We have enough information to find the lateral area. If I tell you this is a square, because those sides are also 4, then I also have enough information to find the total area. Well, let's do that. The lateral area is equal to 1/2 the perimeter of the base. What's the perimeter of a square with four unit long sides?
16.
Times the slant height. What's the slant height? 6. So my lateral area is 48 inches squared.
Wait, hold on. I thought it was 1/2 perimeter. So wouldn't it be
1/2, your perimeter is all the way around. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4. You're doing area. 1/2 perimeter times the slant height. So your lateral area was 48 square inches. Your total area is 48 square inches, because that's all the sides, plus the bottom, which is a square. And what's the formula for area of a square? Side squared. Okay, so this was inches squared, and this is inches squared. Well, what's 48 plus 16?
64?
Okay, so you have a lateral area of 48 square inches. You have a total area of 64 square inches.
How did you get 16?
Area of a square, 4 times 4, side squared.
How do you know that you're going to use? Oh, just
All right, now when we get to volume, we say, all right, it's 1/3 the area of the base, which my base is a square, times the height of the whole object. What am I missing?
The height, but you can find the height by doing the Pythagorean theorem, can't you?
You can find the height, that's a s squared, because my base is a square. And the formula, I'm glad that sign is still working for you.
I thought I'd have to keep it.
Okay, now at home you can't see my demonstration, so I apologize to you. But you should have been at school.
Kristen.
There it is.
Skippers.
Okay, but I want you to look at this pyramid. As you can see, I have a black line drawn down the side, which would represent the what?
Slant.
The slant height. The hole in the middle would represent where the line going through this thing would hit the bottom to find your height. Okay? Now, if this hole is in the exact center of the square, what's the relationship between this distance and the whole length of a side? It's half of it. Okay, now look from the side, kind of, sort of. Those two lines, and now I put my pencil through here. What does that form?
Right triangle.
Okay. Inside, it forms a right triangle. And specifically, I got so many things all over the place. This is the right triangle I'm talking about. If this is coming through the center of the square, then the distance here is half of 4. And the slant height represents the hypotenuse of this 90-degree triangle. And we know it to be 6. So how can we use information and past knowledge to find the height of this object?
4 plus x squared equals 36.
Hypotenuse squared is equal to the sum of the squares of the two legs, right? The hypotenuse is 6, so 6 squared is 36. It's equal to 2 squared plus b squared. I subtract 4 from both sides, and then take the square root of both sides. I have the square root of 32, which is 4 square roots of 2. So the height of this object is 4 square roots of 2. So now I have everything I need to find the volume. Because the volume is equal to 1/3 the area of this square. What's the area of this square?
16.
16 times the height of the pyramid, which is
4 squared.
4 square roots of 2. And then you put that together. Well, 3 cannot reduce with 16 or 4, or the square root of 2. So you are going to multiply out 16 times 4 times the square root of 2 divided by 3.
What is this? This is to get
That's the volume. And volume is always cubed. Because we multiplied area, which was inches squared, times height, which was inches. And inches squared times inches gives you inches cubed. Okay? Remember, for lateral area, it's the same concept as the wrapped around triangle for the prisms, where you do the area of a rectangle, which is base times height. The difference is in a pyramid, when you unwrap all the sides, it forms a triangle. And the area of a triangle is 1/2 base height, so 1/2 perimeter times slant height. But the concept is exactly the same. Okay, for homework, I want you to do these like 9, 10 problems.
I thought it was 20.
That's 9.
Stupid. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Well, you like 11 off.
It's 10.
Yeah.
Oh, my life.
Now we can find the lateral area of the monkey's
My bad.
foot.
I thought
But we can't calculate how many problems that is.
Thank you and have a nice day.
Megan.